Cher and Pedro, last weekend, it really seemed like some areas were under siege. The drug cartels there amping up the violence, even in Tijuana and Rosarito. The cartels are retaliating now after federal police arrested a cartel leader. And the travel warnings that you mentioned from U.S. officials, they say there is a continued risk of violence and kidnappings. Cars, trucks, buses burning.
Apparently, they pulled the man out of the truck and set the cab on fire to block the road.
After last weekend's deadly violence and new threats from drug cartels, the U.S. government now is reissuing a travel warning about multiple areas of Mexico. The warning comes as thousands of Southern Californians travel to Mexico. Many for the second weekend.
No, I did not feel safe.
Of the huge Baja Beach Fest on the sand in Rosarito. Amanda Gosling and her friends were there last weekend and were worried about what was unfolding just a few miles away.
And I drove, so I was really scared that I was going to be stuck there, especially it being my first time driving and just being like a foreign country. I was really afraid.
The U.S. Department of State is urging Americans to reconsider travel to Baja California, including the popular towns just south of the border, Tijuana, Rosarito, and Ensenada. At least 24 vehicles, including taxi cabs, were carjacked and burned in Baja last weekend.
And we're working very closely with Mexican law enforcement and government officials to evaluate current conditions. And the Mexican government, we know, has deployed hundreds of troops to help stabilize the situation.
The U.S. also issued a more severe do not travel warning to 6 regions farther south. In those areas, there were shootings and kidnappings. 11 people reported killed. For now, it appears things are returning to normal. Border traffic is busy again. Still, many will be reconsidering those travel plans.
No, I'm not going back. There's no safety. To me, there's like nothing that can save me if I'm in trouble. Like I'm kind of like having to be defending myself.
So, Sandra, what about people flying into Mexico or people going on cruises?
Yeah, we know that last weekend, Carnival Cruise Lines did cancel one of their planned stops in Ensenada. I reached out to them today. Unfortunately, they did not get back to me. But other parts of Mexico, we know Cabo, Tulum, Cancun, very popular. They are generally considered safe. And apparently this new wave of violence is not affecting those areas. By the way, that music festival we talked about in Rosarito, it's going to go on as planned this weekend. Sharon, Pedro.